Stop engine oil leaks the fastest way possible, not to mention any other leak you may have in your vehicle. Also, with Mr. Cartool Smoke Leak Detector T130, you can find evap leaks, exhaust leaks, fuel line leaks, any leak you can think of. I mean, just check this out. This is actually an adapter made for the oil fill, so you can change out the cap with this and you'll be able to find that oil leak super fast. Or you're probably thinking, oh well, there's not an adapter for each problem. Oh well, you'd be surprised. For this bladder, similar companies such as Redline, they want a few $100s just for this. Yeah, that's right. And look, all you have to do, turn this, tighten it up, turning that screw, then look, to fit any size you may need. Then undo that screw, shrinks back down so you guys can see for yourself. Not to mention all these great fittings. Look at this. Hey, what about the evap system, the Schrader valve? We have a tool for that as well. A connection as well. Many different end caps as options to close it off. Any holes that you may have open. Not to mention, look at this, a bag full of plugs as well. And the best part, well, unlike most, it actually has a compressor made inside, so you don't have to worry about any other problems. As such, it also shows you how much oil you have in it. Here we have the oil amount. Here we have the airflow meter, that's right. The amount of air pressure. Check this out, you can connect it to your battery. This way you have everything you need. Up top you can see it says air mode, smoke mode. So you can actually just use air mode if you so wish. Unfortunately, they can't send you any of the oil, I'm supposing because of shipment overseas or something of that nature. It really doesn't matter. You can use baby oil, just make sure to use any fragrance free, basically nothing but straight baby oil. This way it's not harmful to any of the other components. I'm using this mineral oil you can find at your local pharmacy. I prefer to fill this up because it actually has a measurement in this small bottle. Just don't be like me and spill it. So not only does this have a measuring side, but you can see it's going to be much easier to pour with this little end. For this particular model, you're looking at about 15 milliliters. Anything left over, of course, you'll need to drain out of the system. You can also see the measurement here. See, it's at the max mark where I filled it up at. Next, you want to hook up to the smoke outlet. So you'll just undo this. Go ahead and push this on. Unlike the Redline machines, it doesn't go inside of it. It actually goes on the outside. All you got to do is push it on there. But first, what you want to do is you want to put this on first. Then you want to push it over. Nice tight fit. Now I want to screw this on. Now go ahead and hook up for your 12-volt power source. Now to test an oil leak, I'll use this adapter to plug in where the oil fill is. And guys, I'm just going to let you know, yes, I do have that cap adapter, but unfortunately it won't fit my vehicle. That's the whole point of having many adapters, many choices. And this might just do it. If not, I have other choices. First and foremost, we need to make sure this works properly before we go ahead and turn on the smoke machine and connect it. Let's go ahead and hook it up, positive to positive, negative to negative. Always follow manufacturer's instructions first. As you can see, no power on the front yet, so go to the back. Here we have the switch for power. Now we should be good. There we are again, and we do have power. Remember, this doesn't have a PSI gauge, and you don't want to add more than 1 PSI or so to an evap system. You need to convert this. It's really easy to do. This is your airflow, so nothing yet. I would have to turn this, and you see the ball jump up once I did. Remember, you don't need much, depending on the system you're using it on. Next up, if you want to turn on smoke mode, all you have to do is this, or you can use the air if that's what you prefer for something else. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that down. But just to give you guys an idea, check out the oil leak. And I've used those others before, the leak dye detectors, and it's not as easy as you might think it is. Some cases it is very helpful. Please don't allow anything to touch the exhaust manifold if it's still hot. Now we can go ahead, we have the machine turned off, and we'll go ahead and connect it. Plug it in there. Let's go ahead, turn our air mode back on, smoke mode back on, and slowly adjust this. Remember, you do not need much pressure at all. Alright, at this point you want to turn your machine off. Then you'll just drain the fluid out. Simple as that. Guys, we already found the leak. That just goes to show just how fast and accurate and efficient these machines are. Please don't forget, you obviously need to block off any open ports in the section that you wish to test. For example, you need to block off the intake maybe, or you might actually use the intake. It all depends. And the PCV valve, there's a lot of things in the system. As I said, it depends on what you're wanting to test. Thank you for watching Nate's Interactive Auto.